my second cup of coffee for the day. Iced coffee. Look how cute Itzy is over there. Just sitting like a good little girl. My microphone's working now, so let's get this show on the road. Time to talk about things. So I kind of want to talk about something I was talking about with my friend. I was texting her and asking her for advice, and I just thought this would be a really great video topic to do. So yes, and it is about comparing ourselves to others. I feel like this is something that I don't really feel like it's talked about a lot, and I was able to open up to my friend about it, but I felt ashamed to kind of open up to other people about it because you don't really know how someone's going to respond. Someone might respond in a way that's shaming you for comparing yourself, and I feel like comparing yourself is already something people feel shameful for. So that's why I decided to open up to my certain friend. And I just kind of told her, like, hey, I'm comparing myself to this person. I'm feeling really down about it. I'm just super in my head. She listened to me. She didn't immediately go to, like, I don't know. She didn't immediately say, like, oh my gosh, like, you have nothing to worry about, like, that person is, like, not cute or something, because I feel like she wanted to just kind of, like, let me vent. And then once she let me vent, she said, okay, like, these are the facts. Like, you're different than this person. You look different. You're just so different from this person. She made me realize, after I vented and kind of let it out, she made me realize that we're all so different. So to compare doesn't make any sense, because we've all been through different things. We've all lived different lives. We all look differently. So comparing is a battle that we'll never win. And I realized too, even if she gave me what I wanted, which I kind of wanted, like, the validation of, like, oh my gosh, like, no, you have nothing to worry about, or, like, you're good, why are you comparing? She didn't give me that, and I'm glad, because I feel like that could lead into, like, a toxicity of, like, talking down on someone. And I don't even know, like, sometimes we compare to people we don't even know. So it's like, okay, like, she didn't feed the negative side of it, but she also reminded me that it's human to compare in a way. And it's crazy because she didn't even say those things, but, like, her response to me made me realize, like, okay, like, I shouldn't feel so shameful to compare, because we're human, it's gonna happen. But also, so to not feel shameful, but also, like, to not let it take control over my life. Like, don't go down the rabbit hole of comparing me to someone that's totally different than me. So yeah, it made me think of that saying that goes, like, each snowflake is made differently and is different from every other snowflake. So that's how we are. We're different from each and every person. So even if you look similar to someone, or you have the same, like, similar personality, you're never going to be exactly like that other person. So you are unique in your own way and in yourself. That is what makes comparison just fall apart. I also want to touch on how I think it's just really easy to compare nowadays because of social media, especially with everyone just, like, scrolling all the time. It's easy to compare people's lives, like, your life to theirs, their accomplishments to yours, the beauty standards, just so many different things to compare to. Even, like, how much money you make or where you're at in life. And like, social media is a blessing and a curse, and I think it's used for great things, but I also could think that it can be harmful. every now and then I take social media breaks, much needed social media breaks. And I feel like maybe right now is I need one because, yeah, I just feel like I was stuck in that comparing mindset and I don't want to stay there. To tangent off that a little bit, I didn't even have a plan on what I was going to talk about in this video. I just knew I wanted to make a video because I had an interview today, so I was dressed up and I'm like, I can't just let this go to waste. But I think what I want this channel to be about as I'm making more videos and coming up with more content is just me being vulnerable with what I'm struggling with and talking about it and the lessons that I'm learning so that other people can possibly learn from me or we can learn together, bounce ideas off each other, and just like give each other advice or even support or just be a listening ear because life is hard and I don't have a manual to how to do this life. Even like, you know, I got my master's in psychology, but that doesn't mean that I know things like I know tons of things about mental health or emotional health. Like I'm learning all the time. I have my own struggles, my own battles, and I know everyone else does too. So I kind of just want this channel to be somewhere where people can be vulnerable and not be judged. And also just be able to vent, be able to listen if you can, if you have the space. No one has to be there for anyone if you don't want to. You could just watch and support. I would love that. But yeah, I also ask, like, this is my first time doing anything like this where I'm like really putting everything into it and being vulnerable. So I ask that you please be kind. I'm sharing a lot that some people would say that, you know, is they would want to keep to themselves. But I think vulnerability is a strength and I want to keep being vulnerable. I think I talk about it in one of my other videos. I think vulnerability is one of the strongest things someone can do, being vulnerable. So I'm going to keep doing it because that's how I am, and I think that's how you connect with others. Let me know what y'all think and if what topics you want me to discuss. I'm not really going to stay off, like say no to a topic other than like religion. Well, I'm going to talk about spirituality, but not really like a certain religion. And then like politics and like things like that. Like I'm not going to touch because that's not what I want this channel to be about. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, to their own beliefs, and I want to keep it that way. And I also want this channel to be like that too. If I see anyone kind of commenting like hate speech or being rude to other people, like you're just going to get blocked from commenting because I have no tolerance for that. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there so that everyone knows and we're on the same page. But yeah, I know this video was kind of short, but that's what I had at the top of my head. I am excited to get to know all of you and just to kind of like read comments and build this community of love and light and happiness and vulnerability. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. I forgot to say, you can follow me on Instagram, Celestial Goddess with 2 eyes. I'll put it in the description, and TikTok, Celestial Goddess as well, where I will post on there as well. That's just more fun and personal, like my personal life. So yeah, welcome to follow and like, subscribe, and share, please. Thank you.